to the music by Jhanjar, and Kaur. And we're very excited for the show tomorrow. And I'm going to just open it up to the press to ask questions. But before they do, I'd like to ask you to tell us about your latest tour, Back on the Road, and your experience in India so far and what we can expect.
Oh, that was a lot. Well, thank you, first of all, thank you all for coming here. Great pleasure to be back in Mumbai and India. As you can imagine, it is more than wonderful for us to be back on the road after 3 years without traveling around outside of Denmark. So we have been very excited for this tour. We've been so far in Indonesia, Malaysia, Singapore, and Philippines before we came to India. And actually, I think this tour to the northeastern part of India, where we just did 3 shows, have really exceeded all our expectations for coming back on the road. And we've had some fantastic shows in these cities up there, in Manipur and Mizoram and Assam. So right now we're just overexcited about being back here. And yeah, can't wait to play around these bigger cities here in the south and western part of India. So it's going to be fantastic.
It's also been a while since we were here last time. Too long time ago. I don't even remember.
2010, I believe. 2010.
2010?
Yeah.
That was last.
Okay, yeah.
So what can we expect from the show tomorrow? What are we...
We expect a great audience. And
right?
depends of the audience, right?
Yeah.
We have no Bollywood dancers on stage.
No. We are just the 4 guys on stage. We bring a bass player so that we don't have to do playback, and then we play a lot of music, and the songs that we picked for this tour is the songs we think people might know from early on, and a few that we think people should know. So that's why we put them on the set list. And that's what's it going to be about, music and reconnecting with our audience here.
Hello sir, welcome to India. So my first question would be from 1988 to 2022, MLTR has come a long way. How would you describe your journey of all these years?
Describe
The journey.
journeys. Yeah.
I mean, it's been really fantastic, and for us, mind expanding, because we were almost kids when we started. We were in the beginning of our 20s, and we had never traveled around the world. So we thought Denmark was the center of the world, and that we were the center of the world. And all this traveling, all these years changed that. So now we've seen the world, and I think it's matured us as human beings.
Sure.
So we're very grateful for the fans who made it possible.
Right. How do you feel your music has evolved over time? In a similar vein, how important is it to keep reinventing to be in sync with changing times, audiences and place?
Honestly, I think we are not very good at keeping in sync musically. We try emotionally, but I think it's 25 years ago we gave up on trying to follow the new trends. So we basically just play the songs that Jhanjar writes as honest as possible.
Sure.
And we don't depend on new machines, on new sounds. We just play them, like classic pop songs.
It's very important for us not to develop.
Not many bands survive for a very long time. So what would you say is your secret?
Excuse me?
Like not many bands survive for a very long time.
You've been playing for such a long time, and your music is so relevant for...
So what's your secret?
No, but the secret is what you just said. The music is still relevant. That's the answer, because if music didn't matter to people, we wouldn't be here.
So what about your creative differences, if there are any?
Sorry?
Creative differences?
I mean, for us, it's we don't have an answer to why is this possible, or what what did we do to make this happen for, that we could create music that lasts for so long, and that's still a mystery for us. So it's hard to be really smart and tell the recipe of doing it. It's more like just accepting it as a mystery or a coincidence or a miracle or whatever.
Yeah, it's like you meet some persons and you feel that you click with this person. I think that is the case, that we click, or our audience click with the songs. And we don't know why, it just happens.
I feel like, so to add to what Yora just said, I have a friend who has your entire playlist, and that's her entire playlist for the last 25 years, I think. And I ask her, you know, why is it that you don't listen to any other music? She's saying the thing that I grew up listening, and she's saying I cannot get over the songs even today. So it's like that. And she is coming tomorrow, and every time we tell her, you know, hey, try some more, a different thing, and she'll be like, no, I listen to MLTR only. So it's been.
So this is a really true die-hard fan.
Yeah, she's a huge fan.
Yes, great.
Wow.
Yeah.
I hope she'll get a good concert.
Yes. She's actually excited.
Actually, you have many fans like that, especially in Asia. I think your music is extremely popular in this. Is there a reason for
It's
that?
the same thing with me. Also, only listen to my
So I actually have to ask, what is it about India that keeps getting you all back here, or to even Bombay in that sense?
I mean, do we know? I mean,
I guess it's the people.
Besides Derek.
Yeah.
of course it's the people.
And people like Derek. So yeah, I mean, it's the mystery that Kåre mentioned. We don't really know the recipe, but it works, and we're just very grateful.
When we go to Asia, for example, like in Indonesia, Singapore, places like that, we can see they have a tradition of singing karaoke, for example.
Okay.
And our songs are very popular in karaoke bars all over Asia, Southeast Asia, and China. So that's one explanation we can give, but as far as I know, it's not exactly the same here in India.
Yeah.
And so that explanation doesn't work here.
So I have to tell you all this this thing that happens, and Abhiris will agree. In Catholic weddings that happen in Bombay, there's a section in the wedding where, you know, your songs play, and that is the most challenging part for a guy, as say 13, 14-year-old, because he has to ask the girl how to dance. So as a 13-year-old, that was the biggest challenge that happened. But after we crossed that, it was all good. So it was all 5 to 6 songs, you know, that we could dance with that person. It is that popular.
Yeah.
So
At the wedding,
at the
party,
wedding.
after the wedding.
It's the ball section of
The ball
the wedding. So it happens till today. It has been happening.
So we just want to request that we stay with questions for the
Yes.
band.
Okay.
Yes.
So just the questions,
Yeah.
yeah.
So I want to ask you, what is your favorite thing about Mumbai? In
I'm
terms of
sure
food.
it's our fans here that we're going to meet tomorrow, because it's been too long time since we were here last time. And I remember we had great show here. I think we only played one actually real live show here before, but that was wonderful, and so that's what I miss the most. The city, we don't know it so well actually, because we were only here 2 times before, I think, and it's such a huge city that we still have to explore it much more. It's hard to say.
We went there today, and I got the impression that it's like the whole world in one place. So we got everything. You got everything. colors and spices and people, rich, poor. I mean, everything is in Mumbai. You don't have to travel very far to see a bit of everything.
So
it's
now
really
that you're
colorful.
set to play live tomorrow, what would you say you love about doing that, about playing live?
But it's actually very special for us coming to India because it's the only place in Asia where people are standing up at the shows. Our audience used to sit down. So that's one thing I love a lot about playing in India. I don't know what it's going to be like tomorrow, but it's been a standing audience so far. And that's absolutely amazing because our songs, we got lots of love songs, slow songs, ballads, but still they create an atmosphere as if it was a real tough rock song or something like that. And I just love that. And it's only in India. It happens, yeah.
Yeah, we're special like that.
So you released a song last year, Children of Tomorrow, Utopia. Could you just tell us something about that song?
Yes, well, it's the latest song we did.
Yeah.
And it's like a dedication to all the children of tomorrow, and it's a bit serious song. It's not about a man, woman, or it's not about a relationship. It's about the world and the condition of the world. Because like anybody else, we of course have a concern for the way things are changing pretty fast. So we hope for the best, and we express that in the song.
Are you writing any new songs? Like the last album was Still, which was 2018. So like anything coming in the next 2023, what are you planning?
So the title of this album still means that we're standing still.
Still, not moving.
Yeah, it's not it's not sparkling. It's still.
It depends also on the songs. And we don't agree that we should not make any more music. We will make music if we have some nice music. But we're so busy with the old songs.
So,